What's up, everybody? My name is Marcus Reynal, and as the title says below, I am a Full Sail online student. This video is going to talk about my first week in the program. So the first course that I am taking and that every Full Sail student takes is creative presentation. At first glance, this course seems like your everyday run-of-the-mill college level public speaking course. But it is slightly more than that. It teaches you how to present to an audience. So it has elements of public speaking, but it is much more than that. So my first week went as follows. On the first day, there was a live lecture where we were introduced to the course instructor, and we had the opportunity to introduce ourselves to the rest of the class. The lecture covered a bunch of different things. It covered how the class would work, and it covered all your normal introductions, and then it turned into a lecture where we'd be given some pretty good information. I will say I was impressed by the confidence and the knowledge level of the course instructor. You could tell that his lecture was kind of impromptu, but the way he gave it, it almost seemed as if he had written it down. Also, throughout the week, we had a couple of chapters that we had to read in the textbook. Reading is not something I'm very fond of. You know, I used to be a voracious reader when I was younger. I competed in battle of the books and things like that. But as I got older, I just lost my thirst for reading, especially some college level texts where the reading is just boring and it's such a chore to read. But I will say with this book here, I was actually interested. You know, the chapters were short. It was given in an almost informal setting, and it was interesting. Furthermore, learning that the class is more about giving presentations, like Steve Jobs giving a presentation on the newest product to come from Apple. Something in the lines of that. That's something I want to learn how to do. You know, that's something that I want to be great at doing. So having the book to be able to explain how all those concepts worked and teach me that, you know, it's fascinating to read. You know, the chapters didn't take that long. I would say the chapters that I had to read this week, maybe the longest one was about 45 minutes worth of reading. And that includes me getting distracted, texting a couple of times, going over a couple of paragraphs because I lost track of what I was doing. You know, it wasn't that in-depth and it didn't take that much time. And there were, 5 chapters to read, so you read a chapter a day, you're fine. Another assignment we had this week was a forum post, which I'm absolutely not the biggest fan of. Any online class you take, you're going to have a forum post where you have to post by Thursday, and then you have to have 2 replies by Sunday. They never get old, or no, wrong. They always get old. But in this one, our prompt was to post about our fears and our experiences and our thoughts on public speaking, and we were supposed to respond to 2 other people. And then another assignment we had was we were supposed to watch 3 TED videos, and then we were supposed to give a professional analysis of the videos, essentially commenting on things such as how this presenters did, what they all did that they had in common, how they engaged the audience, and things like that. I would say this first week went fairly easy. None of the assignments were too hard. None of the assignments were really time consuming. And you would think, oh, 3 TED videos, that's going to take forever. I mean, we had no stipulations on what TED videos to watch. We could really choose any ones we wanted. So work smarter, not harder. You could choose a 5-minute TED Talk if you want. You choose 3 of those, you watch 3 in 15 minutes. I enjoyed the level of flexibility that we had. It wasn't so much do it this way or do this. It was, here is the topic, get it done. And that's what I like. One thing that I was concerned about would be the time requirements. They say you need to have 35 to 40 hours a week available, even online, especially on campus. And right now in the quarantine, you know, that's something I can do. Going forward, when I go back to work, that's my concern. Honestly, I would say if I put all the time together, this week probably took me 20 hours. It really wasn't that much work. Let's see, 5 chapters, that was about an hour a piece, so 5 hours there. The 3 TED videos were all less than 20 minutes, so less than an hour there, so we'll say another hour. Took me maybe another hour to write up the analysis of them. Analysis, is that right? Analysis. Anyways, so that's 7 hours. It took me an hour with the entire form, so that's 8 hours there. The lecture was an hour and a half, so we'll round it up to 2, so 10 hours. So all in all, not even 20 hours spent on this first week. So yeah, I would say time requirements, I also didn't come into this class with the highest of hopes. I've taken a public speaking course before, and I figured that this is what this would be, and I wasn't too enthused. However, I will say from the first lecture, so from the first day, my thoughts were immediately shifted, and I have a newfound interest in this class, and I'm really looking forward into what's coming. We have our modules all the way open, so we can see what assignments that we're gonna have to do. We can't necessarily open any documents or do any of them, but we can get a good idea of some of the things that we have to do. And so I'm kind of looking forward into finishing the rest of this class, which honestly a couple days ago my mind was the complete opposite. So we'll see how things go. If you have any comments, post them below. Let me know if you want to see anything particular in the next video coming up. Like the video for the algorithm to make YouTube happy, subscribe to make me happy, and turn on post notifications to make you happy so you don't miss any videos that come out when they come out. Again, I'm Marcus Reynal, and as the title says below, I'm a Full Sail Online student, and this video was about my first week of classes in the program. Alright, take care. I'm going to see you in the next one.